What time is it, Siri?
It's 3:30 p.m.
3:30 p.m. in Baltimore, Maryland. If you've heard about it on the news, massive flooding yesterday with the rain, which goes back to me doing that video yesterday, not realizing how bad the rain was going to be after I stopped recording that video. Just Google Baltimore County, Maryland, floods. You'll hear all about it. Now, I'm safe. I'm here in the office, and I'm drinking a Starbucks. But I want you to know something. Starbucks closed at 2:30 this Memorial Day weekend. So I literally got the last coffee at 2:29 before they shut the doors. And it's delicious. And it's gone. And now I'm going to have to wait till tomorrow to get another Starbucks. People often ask me why I work 7 days a week. Well, first of all, this is a global market. People also ask me and text me, how do I think the Supreme Court ruling is going to affect the wagering game, the sports trading game? And what I basically tell people is this. Regarding, first of all, working on what you perceive as a holiday, athletes work 7 days a week, and they actually have more events on holidays, which is why on Memorial Day, I'm here. And while on Memorial Day, my sources in Vegas are working in the casinos. Well, let's talk about it. Right now, we got 3 games in play that are still pending from the 1 o'clock spot. We have actually 3, 4, 5, 6 games, 7 games in play. We have 4 games at 4 o'clock East, and then we have 3 games at 7 and 8 o'clock East, respectively. Little bragging right now. We're already 1-0 on our totals system in the first 5 innings, and we're already 1-0 on our soccer, on a nice 4-0 run in soccer. Now, people ask me, and this is where I'm going to digress back to the World Cup. People ask me, what is the difference between this new law and how is it going to affect people who want to wager on sports? Well, first of all, it's going to level the playing field, because right now, if you live in Australia, if you live in Sydney, if you live in Australia, if you live in the UK, or if you live in Mexico or Canada, for the lack of a better word, sports wagering is legal. And you have access to what they call the full market, the global market. You want to play cricket, you want to play Aussie rules, you want to play the little obscure soccer leagues that most people wouldn't even know exist, you can play them. So how it's going to level the playing field is that you as the player will now have access. So when my source this morning gave me a play in a little small European league, I know that most people in the United States don't have access to that unless they're located in the state of Nevada. I know that if you're dealing with a PPH, you're not going to be able to get anything other than the big leagues. I know that unless you go offshore to a sports wagering company in Costa Rica, you're not going to get access to these leagues. So while people who wager on credit look at it as a bonus, like a marker at a casino, it's only a bonus if you're only playing what I call the majors. When you're playing the minors, such as wagering on tennis or racquetball or badminton or Aussie rules or these little obscure leagues in soccer, it hurts you. It would be like having a stock trading account and being told you can only trade the Dow, you can't trade the NASDAQ. And unless you have access to the full market and the full suites, you can't actually call yourself a sports trader. You can call yourself a sports gambler. If you're somebody that is a trader, you had access to this morning's soccer winner, you had access to the first 5 winners. I deal with guys all the time that have PPHs or local guys. They don't even do first 5 inning totals. So don't claim you want to treat this as a business, as I always say, if you're set up in a manner where you're strictly a credit player with not access to the full market that is global, not local. This is your 335 report. Yes, we're open, even though Starbucks is closed. Happy Memorial Day.